Everyone is very stunned. Not just me and Posaka. Even Caster, who should be overwhelmed with victory, watches her master in astonishment. Oh, is she surprised as well? She didn't know? She didn't know he could, like, do that? Saber's quick charge to Kuzuki's counterattacks. From a nightmare-like neck grab to the perfect throw that fascinated even us. Saber doesn't move. She was thrown by her neck and smashed back first into the wall. I guess Kuzuki Soichiro, you know, is just a martial arts master, similar to, like, I don't know, like God Hand. You know, in God Hand when I play the game, I guess he can beat the game on difficulty dive. If he was a playable character. I don't know. Anyway, the wound in her neck should be fatal. Even worse, she hit the wall with such speed. I don't think it killed her, but I'm sure she won't be able to move. At the very least, Saber will stay on the ground until the wounds on her neck and body heal. Bakana. I murmur without realizing. Even though his fists are strengthened using Caster's magic, Kuzuki's only human. Yeah, okay, yeah, so again, confirmed again that the only reason he's able to do this is because of Caster's magic, but also, I don't know, does Caster also use some magic on him to, like, raise his reaction time, you know, raise his reflexes and all that? Because I assume Saber is, like, way faster than a normal human. Otherwise, who could possibly think that he would be able to overwhelm a servant in hand-to-hand combat, especially like the strongest servant, you know, in a direct combat, right? Direct fight. Saber's supposed to be the strongest one, barring like surprise attacks or ambushes or any kind of like trickery. He's just be able to just beat her up so easily. The lean figure turns. He just proved that to us. He's like a level 20 monk in D&D. So, your roles as the one to fight and one to support are reversed. The enemy, Kuzuki, stares at Tosaka. A threat to him would not be Saber, but Tosaka, who's able to attack from a distance. That's why he won't attack us. He fully knows that letting a Magus fight a Magus would be the most sure way to a kill. I wish he's not listening to Soichiro. Kuzuki silently nods and walks towards us. Oh, I guess they're not gonna fight about it though. Yeah, because he was saying like he's probably at disadvantage if you fight like someone who can shoot projectiles. All he can do, I guess, is to punch things. But I guess that's not what Caster wants. He wants to take care of Saber? What does that mean? Caster faces Saber behind him. You know, I think that usually that would be a bad idea, wouldn't it? Because Caster can't exactly use a lot of magic on Saber in the first place. Just gotta zone him. Tosaka slowly retreats while glaring at Kuzuki. A battle between a Magus and a fighter is a fight for distance. Even though Kuzuki has monstrous fighting techniques, he has no magic resistance. Therefore, we can win if we cast something. Well, I mean, Shiro, can you cast anything? I don't think you can. We win if we manage to cast a spell before he reaches us. You mean Tosaka, you mean Rin casts a spell, not you, Shiro. You can't shoot anything. Can you do like a Haidoken? I don't think so. Kuzuki faces Tosaka and does not move. Caster is walking towards the wall where Saber is smashed. That action is a mistake. That's an opening I can take advantage of, so now... what do we do? Huh, what do we do? Well, I don't know. Probably protecting Tosuka is probably the best course of action at the moment. Because, again, if he gets too close to Tosuka, then she's probably gonna die, right? Because he can simply just run at her, then maybe he can shoot off a spell, but otherwise, if he's able to take one hit, then he can just simply just go for the neck and, you know, just choke Tosuka out, again, like Saber. You know, or we can just go to Saber. Saber's pretty far away, though. Now, we would have to go past, Soichiro himself and go to Saber, but what do we do at that point? I guess swing at Caster, but we can't do much against Caster. Caster is much stronger than us. So it sounds like a horrible idea to just go run towards Saber. Did I save yet? I don't know if I saved yet. Let's, I don't know, short-term memory loss. I can't remember if I just saved or not. Anyway. Let's choose the horrible idea. Let's choose this one. It might lead to a bad end, or might be the correct one, I don't know. Sometimes I make, you know, sometimes there's like decisions to make. I always make a lot of assumptions of which one's right or wrong. Sometimes it doesn't matter which decision I make. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I'm completely wrong, and the decision that I thought was the bad end is actually the way to go. Anyway, I'll protect Saber. Even though she might not be able to defeat him, Tosuka should have the advantage if she concentrates on running away. There's about 5 meters between us. If Kuzuki takes another step, Tosuka should react instantly to avoid Kuzuki's attack. But Saber is different. Her neck is half cut off, and she was smashed back first into a wall. Saber is in a terrible situation right now. Even if she may be invincible against Magi, Caster could easily defeat her in that state. I ready my wooden sword and charge at Kuzuki. My objective is to reach Saber, who is about to be attacked by Caster. I swing my wooden sword at Kuzuki as I pass him. I'm sure he'll avoid it, but Tosuka should take advantage of the opening I create. I swing my sword. That's a fatal mistake, assuming that he won't counterattack, buddy. Doesn't even do anything. The wooden sword is easily destroyed. He deprives me of my left foot with the returning blow when he rushes in at Tosuka in an instant. Time stops. Zawurdo. Tokyo Tomare. Tosuka is astonished, but she instantly points her hand at Kuzuki. With the right hand that almost pierced Saber's neck is thrust at her chest. Well, that didn't turn out as expected for Shiro. At all, really. Tosuka's breath is stopped at the impact. Then, a hammer-like fist strikes her head mercilessly. Well, I guess her head popped off like a watermelon. I take in my fate seeing her miserable figure. Tosuka's head isn't there. Nothing remains where Kozuki's blow hit its mark. Yeah, imagine something. Interesting. She's like predicting what decision we would have made. But yeah, I guess something that hit Saber's armor and did some damage even through, even through her plate armor. Probably hitting like bear's flesh probably would do a lot of damage. I can't raise my head. I can't look at Kuzuki. I'm just like a student who's unable to answer his question in a classroom. I can't even walk. I stand stock still. The second human being I've killed. Who was the first, mister? Kuzuki-sensei? I don't know. A footstep. A killer called Kuzuki Soichiro slowly makes his way towards me. But I still do not feel anything. Oh, you sound like a psychopath, He kills, but he feels nothing. No emotions. Shamak. With a ridiculous sound, he pierces straight through my chest. I guess we're dead. Blech. I guess that was a bad idea. Obviously. But we get Tiger Dojo.
Hi, みんな元気? ちょっ とした気の緩みから大惨事、あっけなくデッドしちゃったシローを救うタイガー道場第19回。
What's that behind you? What's this thing? Was that there before? Or am I just seeing things? Anyway.
今回は特別ゲスト、一当番のリンをお呼びしています。
Oh, her head, I guess.
リンさん、気分はどうですか？
Her literal decapitated head.
シロー、ぶっちぎる。素敵だ。気持ちはわかりますが、抑えて。要はあれよね。リンさんよりセーバーちゃんを優先したシローの行動が業務上過失致死になってしまったわけでした。
Oops. Also, I wonder why Rin is like capitalized. I guess Rin capitalized is different from actual Tosaka Rin.
まあでもしょうがないわよね。リンさんは女としての魅力でセーバーちゃんに劣ってたから、ここ一番で守ってもらえなかったわけだし、まあ勝負は時の運。次はこうならないように可愛い女の子に徹しなさい。でもシローも反省すること。あの状況ならセーバーちゃんより東坂さんを優先するべきなんだから、セーバーちゃんを見捨てるのは心苦しいだろうけど、ここは心を鬼にして東坂さんでも守ってあげなさいね。
Even if it's just Tosaka-san.
いや、首が動いた。
I mean, the fact that it was the decapitated head was talking in the first place should have already surprised you. I don't know why you're surprised now, Taiga, that it's floating around.
リンさん、つかぬことをお聞きしますが、どこに行かれるのでしょう？ちょっとそこまでシロを殺しに。
何？
逃げて！おじいちゃん逃げて！やっぱり素敵だ。
Ilya seems like Rin. I guess they share their hatred of Shiro, or rather their desire to murder Shiro. Actually, let me check something. Am I getting the tiger stamps? Yeah, I've been getting the tiger stamps, alright. Haven't missed any bad ends yet, it seems like. Gonna get all the bad ends, hooray. Okay, where was I? Over here? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so this time, instead of being stupid and trying to run towards Saber, we'll, like, I guess, be on guard and try to protect Tosaka to create some space in the first place so she doesn't get killed, you know. I'll protect Tosaka. Saber isn't dead yet. She'll be fine, I guess, is what Shiro's saying. Even though Kuzuki was an unexpected monster, Saber hasn't lost yet. And besides, Caster shouldn't be able to finish Saber off. Though I wonder why she wanted to do so anyway. Like, originally, Kuzuki was just gonna continue fighting Saber and Caster. Or rather, Kuzuki said that Caster should finish off Rin and Shiro, right? That would sound like a good idea, you know? But apparently they just switched places. Caster wanted to switch places for some reason. I put strength into my grip. I glare at Kuzuki, so as not to miss even his blinking. The instant he faces Tosaka, I slide myself in between them. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she'll jump instantly to the side to shoot Kuzuki. There's no time to do so. It happens in an instant. The instant I think Kuzuki's body wavered, he's in front of Tosaka. That was fast. She's astonished, but Tosaka instantly points her hand at Kuzuki. The right hand that almost pierced Saber's neck. Strikes Tosaka right in her chest again. The same thing happens again. Time stops for Tosaka. She's hit right in the center of her body and has her breath stopped. What was that about, you know, being at a disadvantage? Fighting a ranged character, you know, or fighting a ranged like Magus? Like, he could just simply just run at it super fast. That's it. As she cannot breathe, she cannot cast her spell, and has most of her ability as a Magus cut off. She managed to instantly jump back, so the attack only stopped her breath. But the next attack, even though she jumped back, it's only about a meter or so. Such a distance, it's not even considered a retreat against Kuzuki. I guess that's where we step in to stop her head from flying off again. I move in between them. Using my wooden sword as a shield, I face Kuzuki, who's about to attack Tosaka. He thrusts his fist. I can't see it? How did Saber avoid such a... Well, Saber avoided it without seeing it, I guess. It's even harder for us. I desperately protect my left side. I hear a heavy sound, and the sound of my wooden sword breaking. Oops. I see Kuzuki getting ready for his next attack. And yeah, and her sword wasn't just a normal wooden sword, it was like a strengthened wooden sword as well. But he just blew past that too. I'll die. I feel it instinctively. My strengthened wooden sword was like metal. If he can destroy it in one blow, he can destroy any part of my body. I can't stop him. How was that? I heard there was like a crash. Was that in real life or was that in the game? I think it was real life. Anyway. Tosaka is coughing painfully behind me. I can't see his attacks. My only weapon was destroyed. His fist accurately goes for my temple. Enemy Yashiro will die from the hammer-like attack. I'll die if I don't stop it. I mean, he did die actually, that bad end we just got. A weapon. I can't match him. I'll need a strong weapon to make up for that vast difference in our powers. It closes in on my brain. I imagine myself dying. Well, that's not very good visualization. No, if that happens, I'll die if I can't stop it. A weapon. I need a weapon. A weapon that he can't destroy. Not a quickly furnished weapon like a wooden sword, but a proven strong weapon. The finest quality at that. A weapon undeserved by me. Yes, the weapons he carries would surely... Torres on. Then I'll make them. I'll make them even if it's impossible. I'll make them no matter what the consequences may be. I'll make myself believe that strengthening and reproductions, things that already exist and things that do not already exist, are similar. That's right. There's no time to think. Fake them no matter what. Fake it until you make it. It does not matter if something gets destroyed in the process. I don't care, even if it's just a fake. Hurry, forget everything. Don't I know that I'm the only one who'll be killed, or I'm not the only one who'll be killed? If I can't stop it, Tosaka, well... That spectacle. Tosaka speaks out for me. A deep voice. Is that Kuzuki's voice? Something might have happened to my ears, as I can't hear properly. No, not only my ears, but the senses of my limbs are too weak. Only my right eye is functioning. I watch the approaching fist. I observe as someone else's action blocks the attack. Getting a little static. My arms feel hollow. Even though I have no feeling, I hear my nerves tearing off. In my hands are his twin swords, Yang Sword Konsho and Yin Sword Bakya. The names of the swords. Even though they're haphazardly reproduced, the swords still present their existences to the wielder. But, I'm sorry, I can't project you guys perfectly with all my skills. Oh, I guess, I mean, we learned in the Fey route he can do this, right? He had access to projection magic. I actually can't remember, how did he learn to use projection magic in the first place? Was it like a fluke, or did he learn it like... I remember there was like training sessions with Rin, and that's when he like learned it maybe? I don't know. Can't remember exactly when Shiro learned projection magic, but I guess in this route this is where he learned it. Or rather, he just knew, hey, I need swords. Bam! Oh, I have swords. But I guess they're broken right now. We spring apart. The twin swords that parried 30 attacks break, as if saying they cannot take any more. Oh, there's 30. I guess we didn't really notice that. We were in a bit of a trance, I guess, from Shiro's perspective, but apparently the swords parried like 30 attacks already. It's not because they lost against Kuzuki's fists. The swords disappeared because I couldn't maintain their image. The twin swords must have been unexpected, as Kuzuki shows hesitation for the first time. Aha, I knew how to do this whole time, Kuzuki. Fear me, I have super magic twin swords that appear out of nowhere, haha. I don't know if Shiro can summon them back again though. Then, a strong wind is created in the intersection.
Saber.
Oh, Saber's back! I look toward the wall. Saber must have healed as she is standing up. Caster is backing away from her. Oh, what were you doing, Caster? I thought you were gonna finish her off, but it turns out... Yes, that's why it was a mistake. Turns out she didn't do much. Even though she was defeated, Saber still had her powers. So there's no way Saber, who has powerful magic resistance, could be cornered by Caster. It is Kuzuki's role to finish Saber off. Yeah, I was wondering... You know, didn't Kuzuki say something along the lines of that? That we made the same mistake as Caster? You know? I guess, yeah, going towards Saber. That's what Caster also wanted to do. She wants to go towards Saber. We wanted to go towards Saber. We made the same mistake as Caster. You know? So I guess maybe Kuzuki knew that from the beginning. Like, hey, I was supposed to finish off Saber. And Caster's like, nah, you go handle everyone else. I'll handle Saber. And Kuzuki's like, you're not supposed to do that, but okay. You know? Is what I'm thinking. It is Kuzuki's role to finish Saber off, but Caster made a mistake. He must have been planning something, but that extra thinking caused her to lose out on her perfect chance. Kuzuki retreats. He stands as if to protect Caster and... It's funny because usually the enemy doesn't make mistakes. You know, in much of the like story in the routes or whatever, often it's us that makes mistakes and get the bad ends, but turns out Caster made a mistake. Huh. He makes a precise decision.
いいえ、セイバーは手負いです。あなたなら先ほどのように。
二度通じる相手ではない。侮ったのは私の方だったな。
You can't do it twice, apparently?
あと一芸手を凝らすべきだった。
Kuzuki's right. Saber was cornered because Kuzuki's techniques were too odd. But that's only up to now. I can't cope with it no matter how many times I receive them, but Saber is already used to the attacks. The main point of a tactic is to not have a concrete shape. Even though they are strong, Kuzuki's attacks are too odd, so they are easily seen through. Therefore, they must be fatal on the first strike. I guess what Shiro's saying, I don't know why he has so much insight in this, but I guess it's a lot like, you know, like, I don't know, it's like comparing it to like Drunken Fist style, you know? Like in real life. The idea is that it's very like tricky, you know, and odd and strange, but then once you know the moves, once you're familiar with them, then it's not exactly dangerous anymore. It's only the surprise factor that's the most dangerous. And once you already surprised them, then there's not much else you can do. I guess. That is the difference between a technique that is trained to an art, and an action that is trained to the utmost limits.
わかりましたわ、宗一郎。
And we're still all statically.
ええ。サーバントである以上、マスターの命令には従わないといけませんものね。
Who was that directed at? I guess she was either talking to her own master or us, maybe? Caster's robe flutters as she finishes. Oh. What happened? I guess they teleported away. There's nothing after that. The bluish-purple orb circles Kuzuki, and as if through sorcery, they disappear without a trace.
やられた。いくらなんでもこうなったらクズキは竜道寺から降りてこない。
After Caster and Kuzuki disappear, without caring for her wounded chest, Tosuka grits her teeth in regret. I understand how Tosuka feels. Since we attacked them, Kuzuki will now stay in the Ryudo Temple. So we will have to go attack their territory if we are to defeat Caster. But the Ryudo Temple has a gatewatcher called Assassin, and Kuzuki and Caster aren't easy enemies either. We'll lose if we just attack recklessly. But we have to go to the Ryudo Temple if we want to defeat Caster.
リン、忠告しますが、あの寺はサーバントにとって鬼門です。アーチャーを動員したところで力押しでは勝機は薄い。私だってあの山がどれぐらい変化ぐらい分かってる。悔しいからってすぐに追いかけたりしないし、あなたのマスターを強攻策になんか巻き込まないわ。
Yeah, every time we try to go to Ryudo Temple and try to fight them, it never works out.
では、キャスターを撃つのは諦めると。
I mean, yeah, if we don't defeat them, there's just gonna be more victims, which is whatnot. Because like Shiro and Rin doesn't want that.
冗談。やられっぱなしは性に合わないし、何よりキャスターは放っておけない。そのあたり、あなたのマスターも同意見だと思うけど。
He asks me by looking at me. Saber must have followed Tosuka's example since she looks as if she's asking me whether that's the case. Yeah, gotta beat up the bad guys.
キャスターは魔力集めをやめないだろうし、マスターであるクズキも止めないと言った。なら、二人を倒すだけだ。竜道寺にはアサシンもいるようだけど、キャスターのマスターであるクズキを倒せばことは済む。
And yeah, Shiro has no reservations about killing the master because it seems like, yeah, I don't know what the word is, but like, I guess Kuzuki is responsible for Caster's actions, and by extension, then to Shiro, Kuzuki, well, he deserves to die, I guess, because he's a bad person. He, threatens other people's lives and whatnot.
そうね。クズキ先生がおとなしくレイジを消させてくれるとは思えないけど、とにかく取り押さえればなんとかなる。
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm assuming too much. Actually, they're still talking about like just capturing him, I guess, and just like taking his command spells.
当面はこっちも作戦を立てるしかないわけだけど。
Then, I don't know why, but Tosuka suddenly.
それよりエミヤ君、さっきのは何？あなたの魔術って強化だけじゃなかったの？
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, we did learn that he can use projection magic later on, but somehow we just know now at this moment that we can use other types of magic. She asks me with a serious expression. Does she mean reproducing archers' swords? Well, I'm still surprised myself, but I don't think she should glare at me for it.
黙ってないで答えなさいよ。前に言ったわよね。俺が使える魔術は強化だけだって。
I mean, yeah, I remember the Fate route. The first, maybe not the very first instance, but the very first, very useful instance of Shiro using projection magic was when we were fighting Berserker, right? And he projected like Caliburn, I believe, like a different sword that Saber had. Somehow he could do that, apparently. But before that, he could like project stuff as other stuff as well. Maybe. I don't know.
いや、そうだけど、初めにできたのが東映で、そっちは効率が悪いから強化にしろって教えられたんだ。あれ、こんなの言わなかったか、俺。
Oh yeah. They probably had this conversation before in the Fate route. When he was talking to Rin and stuff, they were learning how to, efficiently use Shiro's like magic circuits because he was like, he didn't really know how to activate them before, right? And then they probably talked about the fact that maybe, he can use projection magic. It's just that usually he doesn't usually use it because for most maguses, for most mages, for most magi, projection magic is not very useful. But I guess for Shiro it's useful because he can like just summon like random swords from legends out of nowhere.
言ってない。頭にくるぐらい聞いてない。
She glares at me. I don't know why, but Tosuka is really pissed.
じゃあ聞くけど、あなた、投影魔術は今回が初めてじゃないのね。
ああ、そうなるかな。強化の鍛錬に失敗した時、仕切り直すためによくやってた。でも、さっきみたいに役に立つものを投影できるわけじゃない。 なんていうか、外見は似せられるけど、中身は空っぽだったんだ。
中身は空っぽ？何？外観だけしか複製しないってこと？
いや、ちゃんと中身も考えてはいるんだけど、うまくいかなかった。だから自分でも驚いてる。
He wasn't able to do it until now, I guess.
イメージしたものは本物には及ばないんだけど、さっきのは真に迫ってたからな。
じゃあエミヤ君、あなたは強化より先に投影を習得したってこと？
習得っていうより、それしかできなかったんだって。親父はそれじゃ何の役にも立たないから、目先を変えて強化にしろって。
そうね。私でもきっとそうさせたわ。
Yeah, actually, I remember Rin telling us the same thing, that it usually is like useless to learn projection magic.
でもおかしな話よね。アーチャーの剣をあれだけ長時間複製できるくせに、普通のものは投影できない。属性が限られているのかな。汎用性はないけど、ある事柄に関してのみ優れた魔術師ってのもいるし。
How do we call those? Like, there's like generalists, and then there's like specialists, I guess. Maybe Shiro's like a specialist in projection magic. Remember the first part of the game when Issei asked Shiro to prepare some mechanical tool and use magic to know all the interior? Yeah, I mean, yeah, from the very beginning, he's been using that type of magic to, like, see the insides of, you know, objects and whatnot. Well, but is that related to projection magic, I'm thinking? You know? I thought that was like a different kind of magic, but maybe it is like a certain aspect of projection magic that he's always been using, maybe. I don't know. Tozuka starts thinking by herself. She does not even look at me.
とりあえず今日は帰りましょう。セイバーも自己回復に魔力を使ったようだし、休ませてあげないと。
And she goes home like that. There's no one at the house. The hallway's dead silent. My ears might still be screwed up as I can't even hear my own footsteps. The numbness in my limbs won't go away. I don't feel like I'm stepping on the ground. Yeah, weren't you saying something about, like, your nerves being ripped apart, Shiro? Surprised that I can still walk in this condition, I go with Saber to my room. I talk to Saber once we get to my room.
いいえ、私の方は問題ありません。回復のために魔力を消費しましたが、まだ十分に補えるレベルです。
I'm still able to replenish that magical energy. Didn't we have that problem before? The fact that she couldn't repair her magical energy?
それよりシロ、あなたの方こそ体に異常はないのですか？
I guess that's not much of a problem this route, I guess.
いや、別に大丈夫だぞ。まだ手足が重いけど、筋肉痛みたいなものだし、明日になれば楽になってるさ。
わかりました。ですが、もし体が痛むようでしたら、声をかけてください。
Well, we did learn the Fate route when Shiro actually projected like something as powerful as Saber's old sword. It actually did a lot of damage to his body, so, well, it's probably what's happening right now.
セイバーこそ何かあったら起こしてくれ。夜分に腹が減ったんなら夜食でも何でも作る。
I can't provide magical energy for her, so all I can do is make some food to cheer her up.
シロ、くれぐれも無理はしないように。
Saber goes to the next room.
そうだな。おとなしく寝るか。
Yeah, the stuff about the magic energy, about Saber sometimes needing magic energy to replenish, sometimes not. I mean, I guess the I don't know, the constant factor is the fact that she can't normally get magical energy back, right? Unless, I don't know, there was that time where they, well, in the censored version anyway, Shiro went through like this weird dream sequence with the dragon, you know, and connecting with Saber in the forest, and then that's how they had like a connection, and that's how they could replenish magical energy. But they didn't go through that here, so her magical energy is technically still limited. But maybe it's because in this route she didn't take too much damage. I guess she got hit by Kuzuki-sensei a whole bunch, but otherwise she's fine. So it's not like her reserves are at critical yet. You know, her gas tank is still alright, I guess. I set my futon down and lay on it. My limbs are a bit numb. Yeah, she hasn't used her Noble Phantasm yet, right? Her trump card. So maybe that's why, yeah. She's still fine. It might be the effect of the magic I'm not used to doing, as I feel like I'll pass out if I let my guard down. Yeah, this is this weird sound effect that's just been playing around. It's like, I don't know. I guess I'm tired. The ringing in my ears annoys me, but I think I can still get a good night's sleep. What do you call that? Like a tinnitus? Tinnitus? I don't know. Something like that. It's like this ringing in your ears as some people get. Sometimes it doesn't go away for a long time. Yeah. Guess as a result of his nerves, you know, being ripped apart and all that. Is Shiro just moaning in his sleep? I guess he's not getting a good night's sleep after all. I squeeze the futon. It feels like hot metal is coming up my throat. Every muscle, every bone in my body is messed up. I hear a grinding sound with my numb ears. The sound of creaking bones is coming from within me. What don't they like? My bones are twitching as if to complain to me, and my ribs are shaking as if to burst out of my body. Shiro is not having a good time, I guess. Pain runs throughout my body. My whole body is pushed down by a great force, but the pain is coming from within. It's condensed in a small place, but the contradiction is that my body is expanding. Writhing in pain. On top of my futon, I wiggle around like a bug and try to bear the unknown pain. My brain's burning. My brain must not be able to endure the pain, as it is like a sauna now. I don't care if this is compensation for magic over my level, or if this is the abnormality Saber was talking about. Yeah, we were talking about this in the Fate route. If he uses, like, any kind of, like, magus, if they use magic over their, you know, level, this is what happens. It does damage to their body, you know, does damage to their magic circuits, which is basically their nerves for their body, you know. And remember, actually, what happened last time in the Fate route, basically had like a big fever, right? Or rather, well, actually, that was different. That was him, like, activating his magic circuits. Is it when he had a fever? I don't know. Anyway. But for some reason, I don't want to ask Saber for help. I mean, I don't know what she can do. I don't want to worry her, and I have to be responsible for what I did. I suppress my moaning as I sweat. The clock I look at with my vague mind says it's not yet midnight. I should be able to escape this pain if I sleep, but I'm sure the pain will wake me up even if I do. I'm going into a daze. My mind's boiling up. The pain should go away once the sun comes up, but until then, I have to bear this pain for about 7 hours, and this fact by itself seems like a bad dream. Oh, interlude time? Okay, gonna switch up to someone else now. The place is not too pleasant for him. Frustration and delusion, envy and jealousy. This place, permeated with emotions, is like a cursed room. What is this room? It should have been his, but this room was never used for him. That sounds like someone we know. This is all his delusion. A stranger's child spent a few years in here and threatened the Mato blood for a long time. That's the only past he knows. His father never said anything, but his grandfather told him a bit of what happened here. His father did not choose him and decided to kill off the Mato blood, but his grandfather wished for the revival of the Mato family. That's why he has no feelings toward his father. His father taught him existence and failure. His grandfather taught him superiority and privilege. Thinking about what his mother gave him, Shinji laughs. First of all, women are not needed in the Mato household. Man, I don't like Shinji. He heard that his mother is some carrier, but she must have become useless after giving birth. He can bet on it that he'll find what used to be his mother in this room. Her corpse? But he has no intention of searching for such a thing. It's pretty morbid. First of all, he does not want to see the which gave birth to his unskillful body. The basement is filled with decay. Strange worms are wriggling around deep within the dark. There should not be any more nutrition to suck out of here, but the worms are still living here in this underground training area. Training area? No. From the beginning, this place has been used not to raise people, but to raise bugs. Okay? It's bugs. What can be seen inside the dark are swarms of bugs with black wings. Even the shadows in the walls must be black bugs, so I guess living in these little holes are bugs, apparently? Something along the lines of that? In it all, the golden man, unsuited to this lowest pit, is there. Archer, is that you? The golden man, Archer, and not the Archer we know, but the other Archer, does not look at his master and just stares into the darkness.
僕らの行動には目をつむるってさ見どころがあるやつだって思ってたけど本当に使えるよなあいつ要するにさ僕たちが何をやったってお咎めなしってことだろそれ
Kotomine? I mean, yeah, what happened before? Shinji went to Kotomine, right? And now we're here at Shinji again. I don't know why we're here, but apparently Archer's with him now. You know, and we know his connection. We know Gilgamesh's connection with Kotomine Kirei from the Fate round, so... Talking in the light, he walks towards Archer. Archer finally notices his master. I guess Shinji is Gilgamesh's new master. I don't know if Gilgamesh wants a master, though. The red eyes move.
Yeah. 別に文句を言いに来たわけじゃない。君がどこで何をしていようと構わないさ。サーバントの自由意志ぐらい尊重するよ。僕は他の連中と違って猟犬が広いからね。
Well, I don't know if you have any control over Mr. Goldie, Shinji. Shinji's pressured by the red eyes, but he still approaches Archer. Even if Archer may be an ominous existence, he's only a servant. Therefore, he maintains his arrogance against Archer. He shows leniency, but he still displays that he is the stronger one. Are you? I don't know about that.
随分とお前を買っているようだな。
ああ、何でもじいさんには借りがあるんだって。得体の知れない三流枚寿司が残るより、僕のように歴史のある血筋が勝利すべきとか言ってたな。
That you should win with your bloodline, even though you don't have any like magic powers in the first place. I don't know.
そんなの当然じゃないか。何を今更って気はするけど、まあ人を見る目だけはあるよ。一応世話になったしさ。聖杯を手に入れたら例の一つでもやろうかって思案中。
I mean, knowing Kirei, I think you're being manipulated, Shinji. I don't know. I guess that's pretty obvious. But Shinji doesn't know. Joyful laughter echoes through the room.
それじゃあ始めようか、アーチャー。もう人目を気にする必要もないんだ。手っ取り早く殺しまくってさ、じゃんじゃん魂を食べて強くなってよ。
I guess that was what Shinji's initial strategy was with Ryder. You know, killing lots of people, getting their souls, and getting stronger.
そうしたら次はあいつらだ。目障りなセイバーを潰してエミヤにお礼参りをしないとね。
He pats Archer on the shoulder. Archer watches as if something unpleasant has touched him.
何？ほら、行くって言ってるんだよ、アーチャー。どこの英雄だろうが、サーバントってのはマスターの命令には絶対服従なんだろ。
He must have imagined himself forcing Saber to serve him, and letting his friend crawl on the ground as well. He orders Archer in high spirits. But the golden man does not move.
シンジ、お前は聖杯というものを理解していない。
You know, I'm surprised that, you know, Mr. Goldie isn't, like, I don't know. He's very calm at the moment. I'm surprised he doesn't just kick Shinji in the face and spear him with his sword already by now. I guess not. And he says his master's name for the first time.
聖杯が欲しいのなら他のマスターなど放っておけ。連中は所詮生贄に過ぎん。真に聖杯を手にするというのなら先に抑えておくべきものがある。
I mean, he's very calm at the moment. I don't know. Normally he's like super arrogant and everything, but I guess that's only when we were enemies. And yeah, he says right here, you want the Holy Grail, they're only sacrifices. I mean, we know this from the Fate route. The Holy Grail is kind of a sham. So
先に抑えておくべきもの。
we have to obtain something first. What are we obtaining? The boy, Mato Shinji, looks at his servant. His feet are moving back unconsciously. He has let go of Archer's shoulder.
まずはそれを手に入れようか。俺は聖杯を手に入れるためにお前に力を貸している。我らにとって共通の目的は聖杯だけだからだ。
The only common goal. The only reason I'm tolerating your existence right now.
ま、お前の気持ちはわからんでもないが、復讐は気持ちがいい。快楽を求めるのは人の証だ。するべきことを済ませたのなら、お前の遊びにも付き合おう。
I don't know. Maybe Mr. Goldie actually likes Shinji. Maybe they're just assholes. Or rather, like, they share in their nature of being assholes. Archer smiles for some reason. Sensing something evil in it, Shinji finally feels uneasiness about the servant's identity. The eighth servant. A heroic spirit that should not exist. The strongest king of heroes, said to have existed since the last Holy Grail War.
そういえば聞いてなかったね。
Shinji speaks, still trying to preserve his superiority.
なんだ。聞けば答えるぞ、マスター。
Master? He's calling him a master. Man.
お前の望み、聖杯を手に入れたらさ、お前はどうしたいんだ、アーチャー。
It is a natural question. A heroic spirit that is half immortal and has all the treasures in the world. What can this man possibly wish for now?
なんだ。そんなことも知らなかったのか。
Yeah, what did he want? I can't remember actually. Maybe I don't know if you've said it before. What did Gilgamesh want with the Holy Grail? I think he mentioned something along the lines of, I don't know, spilling some Holy Grail stuff on Saber or something? Archer says so with surprise, like making her like stay in the world, right? I think that's the idea. The reason why Archer is still alive to this day from the last Holy Grail War is because he was affected by the Holy Grail itself, you know? Archer says so with surprise. His face is smiling as if he found a small happiness.
我は豪勢なものを許す。 装飾華美など最もめでるべきものだ。だが余分なものに与える意義などない。
Meaningless extras.
余分なもの
The side characters?
昔の話なのだがな。10人の奴隷を選び、その中でいなくとも良いものを殺そうとしたことがある。
Okay, I was reading the sentence servants. Servants. I guess servants not in the sense the Holy Grail War servants, but like servants like just in general servants. It was happened a long time ago, I assume when he was alive. It was 10 servants to try to kill the one that I did not need.
はあ、みんな奴隷なんだろう。なら全員殺したんじゃないの？
いやいや、それがな、一人も殺せなかった。いかな人足とはいえ、無駄なものなどいなかったのだ。かつての世界には。
So okay, I'm trying to understand his little scenario here. I chose 10 servants and tried to kill the one that I did not need. As it turns out, what he's saying is that he actually couldn't kill anyone because they were all needed. Back in his time. He shrugs his shoulders ironically and steps forward. A deeper darkness. He raises his foot over the dark shadow.
だが、この世界には余分が溢れている。10人どころか1000人という人間を選んだところで、殺せない人間など出てきまい。
Okay, so and the current world is full of extras, people he does not need.
まったく恐ろしく人間に優しい世界になったものだ。
わけわかんないな。結局何が欲しいんだよ、アーチャー。お前だって欲しいものがあるから聖杯を手に入れようって言うんだろ。なら
Yeah, I also don't get it necessarily. The archer does not answer, I guess that's the point. Leaving it vague. The golden man has now even turned to his master and...
簡単な話だ。多いということは、それだけで気色が悪い。
A lot of something is ugly by itself. Too much of a good thing, I guess? Lowers his raised foot into the darkness. A smashing sound. On the ground are numerous squash bugs, with more swarming around. I guess what he wants is to squish some bugs. Maybe. In a metaphorical sense. Anyway. And we're back as Shiro. Are you finished writhing in pain in your futon? I slowly opened my eyes. The night that felt like it lasts forever has ended.
よかった。体の痛みなくなってる。
I guess he's fine now. I don't know if I could not bear the pain anymore, if the pain went away at some point. Anyway, I feel no pain and I don't feel sleepy nor tired. My head is cleared up, as I managed to get about 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. Shiro is very sleep deprived.
よし。じゃあ朝飯作るとするか。
I get up from the sweaty futon. Then, as soon as I get up, my left foot slips. Whoops. I touch my left foot thinking it's strange. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no pain or blood, and I don't feel like I'm touching my leg. Well, that's called numbness. I don't feel anything on my left leg or my left arm. I try pinching the left side of my chest and again, feel nothing. I guess your entire left side? You know, isn't that like a symptom of having a stroke, Shiro? I guess my body hasn't fully healed yet, even though the pain went away. The whole left side of my body is numb and it doesn't feel like it's my body. And I think something like this happens frequently.
土蔵で寝違える時だ。腕を下敷きにしちまって起きたら血が通ってなかったんだっけ。
Or is that all it is? Yeah, that. This is like the numbing one gets from having the blood circulation to a limb cut off temporarily. Well, it moves fine, so it should heal in time. It reacts slowly, and it feels like I'm moving it using a controller. A controller, you say, like in a video game? Anyway, but it shouldn't hinder my everyday life if I'm careful. I've refrained from using a knife this morning and make a simple breakfast consisting mainly of bread. My dominant hand, the right hand, is good, so I can use the frying pan. I cook some ham and eggs, instant clam chowder, and make breakfast for 3.
いただきます。
いただきます。
The two bow and dig into the toast. Saber eats the toast in saddle like always, munching and nodding. Yeah, it's interesting to see Saber using chopsticks, but Western food suits her more. Saber is usually quiet. It's not that she's untalkative, but it seems like she considers silence a virtue. So this is how she is during meals. It's easier for me to stay quiet during meals, so a meal like this is ideal for me. Just silence and enjoying the food. But then I realized why it's so quiet this morning. Oh yeah, well, where's Fujine? In a word...
Yeah, おはよう。ってあれ？何？今朝はフランス？
Fujine didn't stay over last night.
そうだよ。今朝はフランスはカフェマルリー風にしてみました。してみましたんで、黙って食え。
I give Fujine her mug.
その割にはそこはかとなくインスタントの匂いがするよ、シロ。
気のせいだ。起きたばっかりだから鼻が利かないんだろ。
そっか、言われてみればそうかも。あ、セイバーちゃんもおはよう。昨日は帰れなくてごめんね。
Fujine gulps down the hot clam chowder like some kind of sports drink. I bet there's some special coating on her throat.
おはよう、タイガー。昨夜は姿が見えませんでしたが、何かあったのですか？
ちょっとお仕事じゃないか。単にお見舞いに回ってるだけなんだけどね。それも昨日で終わったから、今日からはまたのんびりできるなり。
She puts margarine on her bread while she's speaking. It doesn't really matter, but Fujine doesn't use butter. I can't ask her why, but I don't want to since I'm sure I'll get a stupid response.
なあ、藤根。入院したやつで重症なのは何人ぐらいいるんだ？
How many victims are there?
重症な子はいないよ。今は病院で様子を見てるだけで、週が明ければみんな元気に登校できるって。
But I guess they're fine.
だから大丈夫よ、シロ。今回の事故は気にしないで、気楽に行っていいんだから。
Fujine bites into her toast. She looks so carefree that looking at her makes me feel like I can trust her.
そっか。それはよかった。
そうそう。世はすべてこともなし。私も今日の夕ご飯を楽しみにしてるのだ。
Yep, everything's alright except for the fact that the left side of my body doesn't work properly. I wonder if it's permanent. She has a peaceful smile. Yeah, at times like this, she reminds me that Fujine is Fujine. Was she anything else?
それじゃあ行ってくる。今まで通り留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
はい、それはいいのですが、シロ、台所に食事の作り置きがないようでしたが、今日は昼食抜きなのですか？
She wants food. Gotta feed your pet.
いや、今日は土曜だから早く帰ってこれるんだ。少し遅くなるけど、昼飯時には戻ってくるから、昼ご飯は俺が作るよ。
そうですか。シロ、そういうことはきちんと言ってもらわねば困ります。どうも今朝のシロは気が緩んでいるようです。反応も鈍いですし、何か気がかりなことでもあるのですか？
It seems Saber notices something's wrong.
いや、別にないぞ。昨日の今日で体がまだ重いけど、こんなのすぐに戻る。
The left side of my body is still numb, but it doesn't hurt, so there's no problem. Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes certain symptoms, even if it doesn't hurt, if there's no pain, might still be indicative, or it might be an indicator of something much more serious, you know? I don't know. I can't tell Saber about such a thing and worry her because, well, the thing is, this is like magic, right? So it's not equivalent to like real life diseases. So how would I know?
まあ確かに悪かった。食事はセイバーの唯一の趣味だもんな。謝罪の意味も込めて昼飯は5銭にするから、それで帳消しにしてくれ。
Meals are your only hobby. Is eating considered a hobby? Well, I guess so, I guess. If you're eating lots of different kinds of meals. A lot of different kind of delicious food, I guess it can be your hobby. I wave goodbye and go to the door.
何か今の言いようは納得いきません。私はただ食事を抜いては有事の際に力が出せないと。
いいからいいから。それじゃあ留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
I leave Saber's complaints behind me.
なんだ、思ったより疲れるな。
I touch my numb left leg. It didn't happen when I was in the house, but I started feeling sick once I started walking. Even though it doesn't affect my movements, it's a big mental burden to walk with a numb body.
いや、これぐらい我慢しないと。この程度、二人に比べたらどうってことないんだから。
Even though she healed up, Saber got her throat cut and was smashed against a wall. Tosuka took that hammer-like blow to her chest. Should be nothing for me as I didn't actually take a hit. I guess nothing physical, but... I step out with my numb left leg and start walking down the hill. At least external injuries anyway. I guess it's still technically a physical injury from using that powerful magic in the first place. I feel slightly nauseous. I walk to school with ghost-like steps. I guess his life continues as always. I don't know. I guess Kuzuki, I mean, I'd imagine, probably isn't showing up at school anymore. He probably just stay at a Ryudo temple, right? Circumstances call for it. If anything, that would be the smart thing to do. For Shiro as well, just stay home. You know, that's always been a thing that, in all the routes, it's like, hey, you should just stay home and not like go to school, continue your normal life because there's no point. You're in like a life or death situation, right? You know, so just stay home. Why are you still going to school anyway? Especially since you're in pain, or not in pain, but rather like still affected by the battle yesterday. I don't know. Ah, Shiro.